What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to episode number 10 of my career mode series. I am Blackpool, and we are headed on into our next match straight from the get-go. And thank you guys for your support on my career mode yesterday. I was pleasantly surprised with how many of you guys clicked like on the video, which is awesome. So I do very deeply thank you for that. We're heading into our next match against Wolves. And or Wolverhampton, but I'll just call them Wolves for the sake of it, as I do believe that is their nickname. Also, I was missaying Norwich yesterday, which now I've got. Can't say that I watched tons of. It's not one of those things that I would the way you would say it here in the States, and so it's just one of those things that now that I know that that's how you properly say it, now I will properly say it. And we head into our match after making a few changes. Everything more or less stays the same though. We've got Baptista still at our left back or our right back spot, as Eardley hasn't fully recovered, and it's Wolves with the first chance in the 35th minute after a very stale start to this match. I couldn't get my rhythm going. I thought, in the first matches and the couple matches that I played yesterday, I finally figured out how to play against the CPU, and I think the false nine's working for me. And so Benzia plays an over-the-top ball to Matt Phillips. Matt Phillips, nice little bit of work, works it back inside to Berisha. Berisha is going to find Benzia, and Benzia is going to fire home with a wonderful strike there from the young Frenchman that we picked up from Olympique Lyonnais for next to nothing. And he's turned out to be a starter, maybe a future star for our program. And that's good business is basically what that is the ability to take youthful players and get them in, get them playing time. I'm only upping their value if I do indeed ever need to sell them because I get into financial troubles, or if I end up having to sell them on one day, or hopefully be able to just keep them and they will be, wonderful squad players for us in the future. And so 58th minute, we're on the move again, getting forward. Tony Vilhena, he's got the 5-star weak foot, but that is a fantastic ball through, and that is a very awkward pass for me. And I did not need to play that pass. I probably should have just tried smashing it, but I tried to play the pass regardless, and end up getting a penalty out of it one way for another. Sigurdarsson in disbelief right there for Wolves. But Ebanks Blake is coming off, and Wolves are making some changes. We're going to give this to Benzia, and how about this for another wonderful penalty from him, getting his second goal of the match. Tucks it inside netting. Keeper stood no chance from there. Patch your thigh, Yassine. And 2-goal leads, generally pretty strong, though. One of the things I've kind of learned playing career mode is that the computer kind of gets what the computer wants. And if the computer wants to score a goal, they're going to go ahead and they're going to score a goal. And after almost a bit of unlucky passing, we're going to knock this one through again to Phillips, who takes a wonderful touch to keep it out in front of him. And that touch hasn't usually been happening, so I'm thinking maybe his ball control has actually gone up. Maybe, maybe his dribbling, the stats have increased, because I'm now able to do things with my players that I found myself not able to do at the beginning of this career mode. So I'm going to have to go check the squad report at the beginning of the next episode and see exactly how everybody's progressing and where exactly the improvements are coming from. So 3-0, 90th minute. No way we're going to lose this. Tony Vilhena has played in on through. Chipped shot, and he's just put it wide. That would have been icing on the cake. A wonderful way to finish off the match. But regardless, 3-0. Samuel Umtiti, 9.8 match rating at center back. We're allowing very few goals, which is amazing, because if you're not getting scored on, chances are you're not losing matches, and we actually stand at a good spot in the table right now. We're in third, just out of second place, and the first place is still quite a few matches away. We're going to need them to draw points, but we're doing what we need to do on our half to stay in the title race. And some of you, I saw a comment that said, Japes, you should sim matches so you don't win every game. And I thought about that, and actually, I think Blackpool, the team that I've built, I think they're title contenders, and so I think I should be winning the majority of the games. Now, obviously, I've already dropped plenty of points in this series because of draws and things of that nature, but we're switching a few things up here. Still staying with our 4-3-3 formation against, I believe we're playing Brighton in this match, and we've had to completely switch out our midfield and our attack again. But what a ball there from Dongu. Finds Deco, and Dongu's firing forward on all cylinders on the overlap. Wonderful touch inside, a wonderful finish across to the far post. 20th minute goal from our young Cameroonian. And obviously, I should give Delfonso some more time. And I saw comments that Japes, you should maybe try playing Delfonso on the wing. He is pacey, and in a 4-3 or fourth or false 9 formation, excuse me, it is a little bit early, and I probably sound a little bit different. Had a little bit of a late night last night, but these things do happen. TT though moving forward to White, and White on up to Deco. Deco's gonna find Dongu, and Dongu is gonna play, well, attempt to play a pass, but gets it stolen, and his ball control could still use a little bit of work, but I find I prefer his movement to that of Delfonso's, and he's got quicker little touches. Maybe it's because he's a smaller player, but he manages to stick with it, gets inside, finishes it nicely. He had Berisha for a wide open pass and an easy goal, but I had my head down, and so did he. And he wanted the goal for himself, and that is exactly what he got. So 37th minute, we are now up 2-0, and we are running away with this one again as well. It was just a wonderful couple matches for us. As Dongu slipping on inside and fires home another goal. I believe that's his hat trick for him, 40th minute. So a German hat trick, which is just a hat trick in the first half there for Dongu. Turning out to be a lovely little signing as well. I'm curious to see what his stats are actually increased to now on the squad report, because that is a class goal from the Cameroonian. But Brighton on the move forward, and they were always, after a poor clearance there from Umtiti, they were always going to manage to get a goal here, and they do indeed get behind my defense, and Hammond slips one past the keeper to bring it to 3-1 going into the half. And Hammond a little bit confused after he scored the goal, probably wasn't expecting something that easy, but he got it anyway. And it's now 52nd minute just after halftime, and I thought the computer was going to have another one. Unlucky not to score there. Wonderful job getting across there from the center backs, and again, just barely escaping another goal as they headed it over the bar. But we're all the way on to the 76th minute now, and it's Brighton attacking again, and what a wonderful pass that was. Unbelievable. Went for the chip, didn't get it, but somehow they managed to fight through and score a goal in the 78th minute. The computer gets what the computer wants, and they wanted a goal one way or another. But that is how the match is going to end. So a hat trick for Dongu was enough. And 3-2, got all 3 points, which is exactly what we need out of these N-Power Championship matches at this point in time. And so we will head on into another match. But first, we're going to have a little bit of a, I get a little bit of action on the manager side of the market. As you can see, the press pretty happy with our performance there against Brighton, who were sitting in 10th place. We didn't do them any favors getting forward, and we get a monthly squad report because we did scout a future star, and Mola Nguesson is, I guess he's progressing nicely. I'm not totally sure. He's got some interesting strengths. I am assuming the one on the right is his potential. Right now, he is not looking to be a very strong player, but it looks like he's going to be a holding midfielder for us. So a nice stalwart in the middle of the park for us is excellent. I went out and tried to set up this scouting network again, but I just don't have the funds to do it, and it's very disappointing. I spent all of my money, and the board won't give me any more. No matter what I try, no matter how many matches I win in the tournament, they just will not give me enough funds. And I actually went and looked at the contract stuff, and I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble at the end of this season because a lot of my players' contracts are running out, and they're going to want to get signed for more money, especially as the team is doing better and doing well. So I stall on Paraguay right there. I don't know if that's the right spot for me. I've stalled, I think, on South Africa as well. And so eventually maybe I'll take one of these international management jobs. You guys will have to let me know if you think taking an international management job is a good thing, or if I should just focus on Blackpool for the time being and see if I can't, make sure that we get into the BPL and then go on from there and do good things. But I got a lot of players leaving on international duty right now, which means that they're progressing and they're getting noticed by their countries, which is awesome. I think the club's doing them good things, and they're doing good things for the club. And we head on into our next match against Birmingham City. And since I used default squads, I believe they still had Zigic, which is always a little bit worrying because if the computer decides they want to play the crossing game, I could be in a bit of trouble. Going to check out the squad, and everybody's on wonderful fitness, so I couldn't ask for anything more. Eardley still has the bandage, which means he can play, but he's not fit to play a whole full game yet. And so basically what I'm going to do there is sub him on at the very end of a few matches until the bandage goes away, just to kind of ease him back into the side. But it's Birmingham City unlucky. A wonderful little chance right there to knock one in. Got to go near post there, computer. I don't know what they were thinking. 16th minute, though, we're moving forward again. Baptista, who's really default as center back, has been playing wonderfully for us at right back, and having a player, that kind of utility player at the back is fantastic. I had no idea that I had that kind of depth and the ability to do that, but Vilhena switches it to Moralia, plays in Berisha, thundering strike to the far post, and we will take our 1-0 lead in the 20th minute. Beautiful bit of play, very... I guess the squad that I'm going to kind of try to build eventually is a Barcelona-esque squad, per se. Now, it's not going to be the exact same thing because when I look at the Barca squad, there are players that I think, might fit a little bit better, or some of the players that they have might do a little bit better if they had slightly different stats or things of that nature, like Benzia. Obviously, Messi's a brilliant player, but Benzia being a little bit stronger can offer a little bit more hold-up play, and that's a great thing for me. But with Berisha and Vilhena looks to be the exact type of player that we want. He's quick, ball control, shooting, can use both feet. His passing is, undoubtable, and so he looks to be a player that'll be in the squad for a very, very long time. But we're moving forward again here. 77th minute, we've managed to keep the 1-0 lead, and it's Berisha playing in Vilhena, and this is a wonderful finish. His weak foot is his right foot, his strong foot is his left foot, but he's got 5-star weak foot, so it does not matter. We have our second goal, securing this victory with only 10 minutes left in the match. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this career mode video, a like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. I'll have a path to power out today, so do not worry about that. Other than that, leave some feedback for me down in the comment section below. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.